With details on WWE's booking strategy revealed and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Mentioning how much The Rock and John Cena are making in Hollywood, Ringside News noted that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just secured the top spot on Forbes' list of the highest paid actors of 2024, raking in a staggering $88 million, with $103 million gross. His massive payday was fueled by a record-breaking streaming deal and an unprecedented profit-sharing agreement with Disney. According to Forbes, The Rock returned to the top of the highest-paid actors list after landing what is believed to be the largest fee-plus buyout in streaming movie history, an estimated $50 million to star in Amazon's Red One last year. But that wasn't his only major payday. His role as executive producer on Moana 2 came with an unheard-of percentage on the film's profits. When the movie grossed over $1 billion at the box office, Johnson walked away with what one agent described as an ungodly amount of money. Meanwhile, John Cena landed at number 16 on the list, pulling in $23 million and $30 million gross. Cena's acting career continues to grow, and Forbes pointed out his success in streaming comedies across multiple platforms. Currently on his farewell tour with the WWE, his wrestling home since 2002, the 47-year-old Cena has continued to be a bankable presence in streaming comedies across platforms. His 2024 film credits include Argylle, Apple, Ricky Stenicki, Hulu, and Jackpot, Amazon, plus appearances in Die Hard 2 with Kevin Hart and even an episode of The Bear. One name that didn't make the cut, Dave Bautista. Despite starring in major films like Dune Part 2, the former WWE champion was absent from Forbes' top 20. As Jade Cargill returned at Elimination Chamber to attack Naomi, Triple H said this about Cargill at the post-show press conference. I know sometimes that seemed like an odd build or an odd storyline, the way it all went down over time. Sometimes it is very difficult to do. It is very difficult to tell a story when you don't know the outcome that you have in front of you yet. Is she going to be back? Is she going to be back soon or really long? You just don't have any answers. Addressing the possibility of having monthly two-night premium live events in WWE, Triple H also said, to go back to the first part about 2 nights, part of me wants to slap you for asking that. I am not doing 2-night pay-per-views once a month. It's too much stadium shows when we have events that can be in stadium shows. Elimination Chamber is historically not a stadium show, and here we are tonight. We are on a run right now. When we can do the biggest business, there are some moments where you feel this is going to be big. This needs to be bigger than the arena. That said, not everything can be here. Not every episode of the show can be here. Not every PLE can be here. If you do, they are not special. If you watch any show, you have to have set up episodes, peaks, and valleys. It is part of what we do. If everything is 2 nights in a stadium, it becomes the same. I don't want to lose that. Some of the best shows we do, the loudest reactions happen in arenas. Triple H even said this regarding John Cena turning heel and siding with The Rock to attack Cody Rhodes. When you get to the point where you have months left on your career and your dream and that thing that launched you to the rest of the world, to movie stardom, to everything else that he has in his life, it puts you in a different perspective. It puts you in a place where it's now or never. You can ride that out and you can rest on the things that you've done. You couldn't blame John for doing that if he came in and did a nostalgia tour and waved to the crowd, or someone like him can double down and say, screw it, I want to be challenged till the last minute. I want to go down on my shield. I want to give everything I have. I want to challenge myself. I want to do something different. I want to have it all. That's the beauty of John Cena. He's always been the guy who does what's best here, but he's always the guy who will jump out on a limb. He's always been the guy who will go out there and stick his neck on the line and gamble on himself, and he did that tonight, and it's incredible to watch. Asked if Travis Scott would step into the ring in WWE again, The Rock said at that same press conference, "Yeah, that's why we're doing it, absolutely. Good question. Long gaming. Look, I love Travis Scott. That's my guy. Where we have expanded in WWE, I feel like professional wrestling has found its place in culture throughout the decades. I grew up in wrestling. We all remember rock and wrestling. Professional wrestling is tapping into a unique time. I'm not sure what we'll name this era, but we'll figure it out. We'll come up with something cool. I feel like with Travis loves the business. He loves pro wrestling, and he's a culture guy." Touching on WWE's strategy for protecting major storylines, Ringside News wrote that John Cena's heel turn at WWE Elimination Chamber wasn't just a major moment, it was one of WWE's best kept secrets. Now, Ringside News has learned that this level of secrecy isn't just for Cena's storyline, but part of a bigger strategy WWE has been using to keep major angles from leaking. WWE pulled off an impressive feat by keeping Cena's turn under wraps, even misleading people about the match order at Elimination Chamber. Reports originally suggested that The Rock and Cody Rhodes' segment would happen earlier in the night, but WWE had always planned for it to close the show. This was all part of the plan to keep Cena's heel turn a complete surprise. The Rock's creative was handled by an extremely tight group: The Rock himself, Brian Gewirtz, and Triple H. While most of WWE's roster and backstage personnel were completely in the dark until the moment happened live. But this goes way beyond Cena. WWE has been using extreme secrecy to keep its biggest angles hidden, especially those involving The Rock and Roman Reigns. While it's not uncommon for the writing team to be left out of major creative decisions, sources have previously indicated to Ringside News that under Triple H's leadership, the company has taken it a step further. WWE has been known to feed out selective information, allowing certain details to be leaked while keeping their real plans locked down. Triple H has even hinted at this approach in past media scrums, saying something along the lines, "Sometimes when you think something is going this way, we may decide to go an entirely different way." He didn't outright admit to intentionally misleading people, but his comments suggest that WWE is more than willing to throw everyone off course to keep their biggest storyline secret. A WWE source previously confirmed to Ringside News that higher-ups kind of have a good idea who leaks information and where it ends up, so it's not surprising to think that WWE is deliberately putting out certain details, making it seem like plans are shifting at the last minute, when in reality, they're controlling the narrative from behind the scenes the entire time. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.